I pinch myself every day, like how lucky I am to work with such amazing people that are building, solutions to massive challenges. Yigal Kerszenbaum, I'm managing partner at JFF Ventures. We're an early stage investment fund focused on adult education technology companies. So helping adults get the skills they need, connect to employment, and excel in their careers ultimately. That's kind of our focus. So we invest in a variety of technology solutions, but some are providing things like soft skills. Others are training people in hard skills. But really, what are the skills an individual needs to excel in their career? So we're focused on low to moderate income earning adults and helping them excel in their careers and get to what we call economic mobility. As impact investors, part of what we're doing is we're measuring both the financial impact of our portfolio companies, but certainly the social impact. And so understanding and measuring how these companies are truly impacting the trajectories of individuals is like critical for our work.
So how did you get involved in all of this?
I ultimately wasn't ready for a traditional kind of 9-to-5 job. So I put a backpack on and traveled to Latin America. And I was there for 6 months and fell in love with the culture, the language, the people, and ultimately started a language school. So it turned out to be about a 2.5-year stint. The school was in one spot, but every opportunity I had, I was, spending a week in Bolivia, in Paraguay, in Brazil. And so got a lot of exposure to different levels of, economic reality for individuals in a sense. And I experienced that in my own family as well. My dad, moved the family ultimately to South Africa and then the US, and we were able to achieve, the quote unquote American dream. And so I could see the real disparity in people's trajectory in a sense, just by, what they were able to have at their fingertips, Long story short, it was always in me, but I think that experience really bubbled it to the surface and gave me a passion for how I could address the disparities and ultimately turned it into a career. I came back to the States and knew I needed hard skills as a way to transfer and build upon my life experiences at that time in a sense. And so ultimately went to get my MBA. And so I got my MBA at Georgetown. That ultimately led me to get an internship at an emerging market investment fund called 57 Stars. That led to my first job within that field and gave me kind of what I say, the hard skills, the financial hard skills that I needed at the time to kind of continue doing this work in a sense, right? At the same time, this is 2009, impact investing was starting to take off as kind of an industry. Impact investing by its definition is kind of like, investing in socioeconomic opportunities that drive impact as well as financial return. So I really think during my MBA and being exposed to other like-minded individuals made me realize like, oh, here's a budding industry of kind of crazy people like myself that are saying, no, we can change the world by using finance as a tool to drive positive socioeconomic change. I'm motivated daily by supporting our entrepreneurs. We've made about 45 investments to date. Most of them are underrepresented founders. Waking up, finding ways to support them, helping them realize their dream and mission of building a positive company.
What are you looking for in a founder? Like someone that's like, yes, okay, this person is going to work their butt off for the next 5 to 7 years, and I believe in this person.
There's a variety of things to look at, but ultimately we are trying to spend time with our founders to better understand what motivates them. We often invest in founders, like I said, underrepresented founders who have lived experience with the problem that they're trying to solve. And the way we think about that is like one of the hardest things to do as an entrepreneur is find kind of quote unquote product market fit. But if you're coming from these communities and if you're understanding deeply and are motivated by the problems that you're trying to solve, we think you'll be able to find product market fit faster. These are founders that I see them sweating every day, the ups and downs, sometimes things that they can control, sometimes things they can't, like COVID, economic downturn, political risk, all these things. And you can just emotionally go with them. I love seeing them accomplish their dreams and goals and be along for that journey and support them along the way.
So what would you say to someone who doesn't necessarily know what to do with their life, but they know they don't want that 9 to 5?
I would say for me, I can't say for everyone, but for me, I followed my heart, made decisions that were for myself in the sense. I didn't feel pressure to follow a certain path, but it also meant that perhaps my path was harder because I had to come back to the States and catch up to people who had jumped right into a career. So you have to know what you're getting yourself into. But if you feel like that path is not exactly for you, then find different ways to get those skills, get exposure to really understand what your true passion is. And then I would say jump in and follow your passion. So to find your passion, I think you have to really have a strong sense of self. Another way to find your passion is to try a few different things as well. So you know what you don't want to do. Continue being curious, continue asking, good questions, finding your true passion, putting your energy towards that and excelling in those areas. You'll look back and your career may not be linear, but you'll be very happy with it. And I think it will lead to success.